What's up, beautiful people? Good morning. Happy New Year. It's the first day of the calendar year. It's the first day of 2020, new decade. It's beautiful to welcome this new decade as I had just turned 40, so a new decade of life as well. And as I was reflecting last night, I noticed, I think everybody was probably reflecting on their year, 2019, and I definitely started with reflecting on my year of 2019, as it's been massive transformation, massive shift, massive growth, massive development, massive transformation. I really became a new being, a new person, and I removed my sense of identity, where that was all I could connect to was my physical body, who I was, David Hall, and all of the things that were tied to that identity. And I remembered last night before I went to bed that at the ceremony of the year before, as we were about to welcome 2019, we did basically a word to let go of, a word that you were wanting to say goodbye to in 2018, and you were wanting to welcome a new word in for 2019. And so my word for 2018 that I wanted to let go of was fear. And there was some things kind of shifting in my awareness at that point in time. And the fear was the fear of loss, the fear of being alone. This is when Alicia and I started, having conversations about what was going on in our reality. And she had confronted me with some things that really shook me up, that allowed me to contemplate life and contemplate my purpose and contemplate the concreteness of relationship and marriage and my life and all of the conditions and things that I was connected to. Anyway, so when I threw that word fear into the fire, I could feel a release in me. I could feel that there was going to be a journey ahead of me to release the fears, release these deep-rooted karmic fears that you carry through life, and you just kind of suppress them and wherever they come from. But letting go of the fear of being alone, and the fear of rejection, and fear of loss. And my word for 2019 was acceptance. It was really interesting. And so all year, I felt these things toggling through the experiences of the year, through the experiences that helped shift and make me into who I am in this moment, doing a video 1 year later. And so I'm so grateful, because I believe that the word acceptance is the point at which we make the most quantum shift and most quantum change in our current reality. And it allows us to really embody our truth, and coming into acceptance of who we are, where we are, how we got here, how we're feeling, the vision that we may have. Acceptance is so crucial, because acceptance and resistance, they're contrary, right? And the more we resist what is for our divine path, the less we accept it, the more pain that we create, and we control it. So as I welcome in 2020 with a vision and my divine plan of peace, which is just increasing my consciousness, peace at which ease, flow, grace, simplicity, alignment. There's such joy, peace, love in that. They're somewhat synonymous. And if you haven't seen Dr. David Hawkins' consciousness chart, I would Google it, save it as a favorite, and reference it, because it's always a gut check to see kind of where you're at consciously, how you're feeling, how you're embodying, how you're living. And it's powerful. As I've transitioned from acceptance, now I find that intention, soul's intention, internal intention, the inner work, that intention of self-love, self-embodiment, my truth, living my truth, expressing my truth, being my truth, will lead to the peace, the joy, the fulfillment, the love. And what that means is life becomes so much simpler, because you're in alignment. It's almost like, and I use this analogy for multiple things, but it's such a beautiful one, it's like a wrinkled shirt. You get a wrinkled shirt out of the dryer, or you get a wrinkled shirt and you want to wear that nice shirt. And when you iron it and you press it and you take that wrinkled shirt, and now you've got this pressed, crisp, clean shirt, It has different energy. It's gotten rid of the kinks and the bumps. And that's how I feel 2019 was that wrinkled shirt for me, of constantly trying to get it to not be wrinkled without actually ironing it. And then by the end of the year, finally learning how to iron it. Finally you're learning how to use steam or water and the heat. And so here we are. Here we are. What is your intentions for 2020? Have you not taken them for granted? Have you played this game? Have you allowed yourself to ponder and contemplate what your visions are for this year? Without like plans and goals, but just allow yourself to really manifesting and stretch the mind and open the heart to find some truth. Know that this is going to be a monumental journey. That this year will be a monumental journey in your experience, in your earthly experience. And know from acceptance leads to the joy and peace, alignment. So I'm sending you all many blessings, welcoming you to 2020. This is going to be a magical year. I've been feeling the energy of this year for the last 6 months, and I'm hungry and excited to continue to share, to continue to receive, and it's beautiful to see all of our journeys. All of us should be sharing, all of us should be expressing and not holding things within us, allowing ourselves to be our divine truth and being at acceptance and peace and joy of what that is. What that is, and it's not just this physical body, our identities. If all of those were stripped out of you and all of those were gone, who would you be? So, Happy New Year. Blessings for 2020. Peace and love. We'll connect soon. It's going to be a magical year.